Hello, souls. Angels have a powerful message for you today. If you're a chosen one, don't scroll. This is for YOU. Chosen one, if you're hearing this right now, it means God is sending you a sign. This is not a coincidence. This message is heaven sent, and it's just for YOU. Make sure to set the bell icon to all so you don't miss this message. Chosen one. Chosen one. Heaven has been watching you closely. Every step you take, every thought you have, every time you push through when you want to give up. The angels have seen it all. You are not invisible in the eyes of God. You are not forgotten. But today, there's something urgent heaven wants to tell you. The angels are whispering. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. Don't let fear grip your heart, chosen one. This isn't about death. It's about destiny. Heaven is warning you that the next thing you consume spiritually, mentally, or emotionally will determine your next chapter. What you feed your soul with now will decide whether you rise or fall. Chosen one, the meal heaven speaks of isn't just about food, it's about energy. What are you feeding your spirit with? What words are you digesting? What people's energy are you allowing to sit at your table? God says, only these are allowed. Only purity, faith, truth, and obedience are meant to feed your spirit in this next season. You've been eating from too many tables, chosen one. The table of doubt, the table of comparison, the table of bitterness, the table of distraction. And heaven says, if you keep feeding from the wrong source, your spirit will grow weak, your vision will blur, and your fire will fade. The meal that's coming isn't physical, it's divine. It's your test, your shift, your transformation. Chosen one, God is saying, I'm preparing a new table for you. A table filled with divine favor, breakthrough, and spiritual nourishment. But this table is sacred. Not everyone will be allowed to sit with you. Not everyone can eat where you're being invited to dine. The angels say, only these are allowed, the humble, the faithful, the pure-hearted. The time of eating from every source is over. The time of letting everyone feed your energy is over. God says, protect your spirit like it's your last meal. Because, chosen one, in a way, it is. The old version of you cannot come to this table. The old habits cannot feed here. The old pain cannot sit beside you. Heaven is separating your table. You've been trying to mix divine energy with worldly distractions, and that's why your spirit has been tired. That's why you've been feeling heavy. The angels say, you're full, but not nourished. You've been consuming things that fill your time, but not your soul. Chosen one, heaven is calling you to fast, not just from food, but from distractions. Fast from negativity. Fast from doubt. Fast from gossip. Fast from fear. You've been eating from empty plates, and heaven says no more. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last, because your spirit cannot survive another round of fake nourishment. You are being prepared for a divine dinner, chosen one, a meal of blessings, healing, and restoration. But only those who come clean will be allowed to eat. You can't bring anger to this table. You can't bring jealousy to this table. You can't bring old pain to this table. God says, only these are allowed: faith, forgiveness, obedience, and love. Chosen one, you are in your preparation season. Heaven is watching what you're feeding on. Every thought, every word, every emotion, it's either feeding your purpose or starving it. The angels say, you can't eat from both tables. You can't feed on God's promises and the enemy's lies at the same time. You must choose what will live inside you. Heaven says, you are what you eat spiritually. If you feed on fear, you'll walk in fear. If you feed on faith, you'll walk in miracles. If you feed on doubt, your dreams will die. If you feed on prayer, your purpose will live. God is saying, only these are allowed: my word, my presence, my truth. Chosen one, this is not a message of fear. This is a message of awakening. You are stepping into a season where your spirit must be aligned with heaven. You are entering a phase where the smallest thing you consume can either open doors or close them. The angels say, guard your plate, guard your peace, guard your purpose. There are people around you who want to eat from your plate, but didn't help you cook. There are spirits that want to sit at your table, not to bless you, but to drain you. Heaven says, no more. This table is divine. Only these are allowed. Chosen one, it's time to check what's feeding your spirit. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? What are you thinking? Because everything you allow in your mind becomes a meal for your soul. God says, if you keep feeding on darkness, you will starve the light within you. The coming meal, your next big opportunity, your next connection, your next breakthrough, it's sacred. And if you approach it with a heart full of old energy, heaven will not let it serve you. Otherwise, this coming meal, this divine opportunity, will be your last before the shift closes. Chosen one, this is your warning and your invitation. The angels are saying, wash your hands, clean your heart, and come to the table ready. This table is not about food. It's about destiny. It's about spiritual alignment. God is preparing a feast for those who endured the fire, for those who prayed in the wilderness, for those who stayed pure when it wasn't easy. Chosen one, this message is about spiritual preparation. Heaven is calling you to purify your appetite, not just what you eat, but what you crave. Crave peace, crave light, crave truth, crave holiness. Because in this next season, only these are allowed. God says, the table is ready, but the seats are few. You've been invited, chosen one. You are on the guest list. But before you sit, you must check your plate. What are you bringing to the table? Complaints or gratitude? Fear or faith? Pride or humility? Heaven says, only the pure will be served. Chosen one, listen carefully. The angels are saying, don't feed from everyone's hand. Not every hand that offers you something is clean. Some people feed you compliments while poisoning your spirit. Some opportunities look sweet, but are traps for your destiny. You must pray before you eat, spiritually and physically. The enemy has been trying to serve you distractions disguised as blessings. Be careful, chosen one. Not every offer is divine. Not every meal is holy. Heaven says, taste the Spirit before you swallow the promise. Because otherwise, the coming meal, the next thing you accept, might end what God was trying to grow in you. Chosen one, there's a reason you feel heavy after certain conversations. There's a reason you lose peace after scrolling certain things. That's not random. That's spiritual food poisoning. Heaven says, stop feeding your spirit junk. You can't walk in divine power if you keep letting darkness feed your thoughts. You are chosen for higher things, chosen one. You can't eat low and expect to grow high. God is calling you to a new spiritual diet, a diet of prayer, silence, gratitude, and focus. Only these are allowed. You can't mix your destiny with distractions anymore. Chosen one, heaven is cleansing your appetite. What used to excite you will no longer satisfy you. What used to tempt you will no longer call you. God is changing your taste because you're about to taste divine favor. You're about to eat from a table prepared in front of your enemies. But the angels say, this table is not for everyone. Some will try to join you, but they won't be allowed. Some will knock, but the door won't open. Because heaven has reserved this seat for you, the one who endured, the one who stayed faithful, the one who never gave up even when starving spiritually. Chosen one, your hunger was not a curse. It was preparation. God starved you from worldly things so you could crave heavenly things. You were meant to hunger for righteousness, not validation. You were meant to thirst for truth, not attention. Now heaven says, eat my chosen one, but only what I serve. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. If you keep feeding on the wrong energy, your light will dim. If you keep letting people drain you, your purpose will faint. Protect your spirit like your life depends on it, because it does. Chosen one, God is about to feed you miracles. But you must come empty of everything that doesn't belong to you. Come hungry for peace. Come thirsty for light. Come ready for transformation. Because this meal is not just a meal, it's a covenant. The angels say, you've cried enough. Now God will feed your joy. You've been starved of love. Now heaven will feed your heart. You've been empty. Now God will fill you. But He will only fill what's clean. Only these are allowed: gratitude, humility, obedience, love. Chosen one, Prepare your plate. The feast of favor is near. Don't lose your seat. Don't let anyone contaminate what heaven prepared for you. Don't eat with the wrong company. Don't drink from the wrong cup, because otherwise, the coming meal, the one that could change everything, will pass you by. This is your divine reminder. Protect your table, protect your energy, protect your peace. The angels are standing around you saying, "This one is chosen. This one is marked. This one is called to dine with destiny. Heaven's table is ready, chosen one. Sit down, but sit in purity. Eat, but eat in faith. Receive, but receive in gratitude. The next meal is sacred, and only these are allowed. Chosen one, stop scrolling for a moment, because heaven just froze time to deliver this message straight to your soul. You can feel it, can't you? That pull inside your spirit, that deep trembling in your chest. The angels are saying, pay attention now, because this message is not just a warning, it's a revelation. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. Chosen one, God says, if you keep feeding your soul with things that kill your purpose, you'll starve your destiny. Heaven is shouting through the silence. This is the final call to purify what you allow into your spirit. The angels are hovering around you, surrounding you with light, saying, wake up, beloved child. Wake up before you eat what destroys you. There are tables that look holy but are filled with poison. There are voices that sound divine but are sent to drain your strength. Heaven is saying, don't eat just because it's served, pray before you taste. Because what looks like a blessing may be the bite that breaks your breakthrough. Chosen one, God's table is being prepared in secret right now. The fragrance of heaven's meal is already filling the air. Angels are arranging golden plates of favor, divine wine of wisdom, and bread of healing, but not everyone will be allowed to sit. God says, only those who pass the unseen tests will dine here. You've been through famine, not of food, but of faith. You've been starving for peace. You've been hungry for real love. You've been thirsty for truth in a world full of lies. Heaven saw that. Chosen one. Heaven counted every tear that fell when you were too weak to pray. You thought God forgot your hunger, but He didn't. He was preparing the meal of your destiny. But here's what the angels say now. Before you eat, you must cleanse your hands. You can't eat from heaven's table with worldly residue on your fingers. You can't sit in divine presence while still holding on to toxic connections. Heaven says, only these are allowed: the pure, the humble, the obedient, the grateful. Chosen one, this meal is sacred. It's not just nourishment, it's transformation. Every bite is a download of divine strength. Every sip is a renewal of purpose. But if you come unprepared, the same meal that was meant to elevate you will expose you. God says, this table is not for pretending hearts, this is for the chosen. Heaven is calling you to fast, not from food, but from everything that weakens your light. Fast from complaining, fast from comparison, fast from gossip, fast from fear. The angels say, you can't fill yourself with heaven's food if you're already full of the world. Empty yourself, chosen one. Make space for glory. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. This is not about death, it's about rebirth. If you keep feeding on low vibrations, your higher self will die. If you keep letting negative energy feed your emotions, your destiny will suffocate. Heaven is pleading with you. Protect what feeds you. Chosen one, every word you hear, every song you play, every post you read, it's all a meal to your spirit. Heaven says, taste wisely. Don't swallow lies disguised as love. Don't digest fear disguised as wisdom. Don't let darkness disguise itself as light. Pray before you eat, even spiritually. Because God says, what you consume now determines where I can take you next. The angels are sorting out tables right now, separating the sacred from the sinful, the pure from the polluted. You've been wondering why some people are leaving, why opportunities are closing, why certain doors aren't opening anymore. It's because heaven is cleaning your dining room. Chosen one, this is not rejection, it's protection. God removed certain people because they couldn't eat what's coming. They were never meant to dine with destiny. Heaven says they had the appetite, but not the anointing. Now listen carefully. Chosen one, your next meal is your next miracle. God is about to serve you favor so heavy, it will silence every mocker. He's about to feed you peace so deep, it will heal what years of pain could not touch. But you must come hungry for holiness. You must come ready for purity, because only these are allowed. The angels are saying, heaven is setting the table, but only the clean hands can eat. If you're still holding grudges, release them now. If you're still feeding bitterness, starve it today. If you're still drinking from the cup of fear, pour it out. Heaven is saying, the meal of transformation is being served. Don't let your spirit miss it. Chosen one, your hunger was not in vain. Your fasting was not ignored. Every time you said no to temptation, heaven wrote it down. Every time you stayed kind when others were cruel, heaven stored that seed. And now, heaven says, it's time to eat. But this meal will require your full obedience. No more halfway devotion. No more mixed tables. You can't eat from God's hand while holding the enemy's dessert. Heaven says, either you feed your faith or you feed your fear, but you cannot feed both. Chosen one, the spirit world is watching your appetite. Every time you choose peace over pain, you pass a divine test. Every time you choose silence over gossip, your seat gets closer to the table. Every time you choose forgiveness over revenge, heaven adds another blessing to your plate. This meal is coming soon, and it's not ordinary. It's your breakthrough disguised as a dinner. It's your next level wrapped in revelation. God says, I will feed you in front of those who thought you would never rise again. But he also says, don't eat like the world, eat like a warrior. Heaven is saying, otherwise, the coming meal will be your last chance to prove your loyalty to God. Your reaction to this next blessing will reveal your true heart. Will you stay humble when the table turns in your favor? Will you remain grateful when the feast arrives? Or will you forget the famine you once cried through? Chosen one, remember this, pride can poison your portion. The enemy waits at the table, not to eat, but to whisper. He will try to feed you arrogance, impatience, and comparison. Heaven says, reject it immediately. You've come too far to lose your appetite for righteousness. You've endured too much to settle for crumbs when God is offering the feast. Heaven says, sit up straight, my chosen one. The king is about to serve. But hear this again. Only these are allowed. Only those with clean hearts. Only those who still believe after being broken. Only those who stayed kind while bleeding. Only those who didn't let pain turn them bitter. Chosen one, heaven is watching your preparation. Angels are testing your hunger. Do you crave attention, or do you crave alignment? Do you want blessings, or do you want breakthrough? Because this meal will give one or the other, depending on what your heart truly desires. The angels say, God is checking your appetite. If you want what's holy, heaven will fill you. If you chase what's temporary, you'll walk away empty. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. This is your divine warning, your spiritual alignment call. Clean your table. Remove anything that blocks your blessing. Pray over your plate before you eat. Because this is not just a meal, it's destiny served on divine timing. Heaven says, I've seen your hunger, now I will feed you, but only these are allowed. You've been chosen to dine with purpose, to feast with peace, to eat with angels. Don't lose your place at the table. Protect your seat, chosen one, because this meal will change everything. Chosen one, heaven says, this is your moment of decision. The air around you is trembling because your spirit knows this isn't just another message. This is a divine instruction wrapped in mercy. You can feel it in your heart right now, can't you? That pull, that whisper saying, listen, this is your sign. Otherwise, the coming meal will be your last. Chosen one, this is your wake-up call. Heaven has been patient, waiting for you to rise, waiting for you to surrender, waiting for you to stop feeding your soul with the wrong things. You can't go into the next season with yesterday's appetite. The table has turned, and heaven is saying, only these are allowed. Only faith, only purity, only obedience, only love. Everything else must go. The gossip, the fear, the doubt, the pride, the pain, they can't come with you. God says, I'm preparing a table before you. but I will not let poison sit beside promise. This is your call, chosen one. This is your confirmation. Heaven is drawing the line. You're standing at the threshold of your next miracle, but the gate won't open until you choose what you'll feed your soul with. God says, "You've tasted the world long enough, now taste my glory." Chosen one, you can't wait anymore. Heaven is moving now. The angels are surrounding you, urging you, saying, "Don't delay. Don't scroll past this. Don't ignore what your spirit already knows." This is your final reminder before your breakthrough breaks open. Guard your soul. Choose the right table. Clean your hands. Wash your heart in prayer. Forgive. Release. Rise. Because your seat is ready, your name is written, and heaven's feast is about to be served. The angels are lifting the lids of golden platters, and your portion, peace, joy, restoration, is steaming hot and glowing with divine light. But only these are allowed. So, chosen one, here's your call to action. Stop feeding your spirit fear, feed it faith. Stop entertaining negativity, entertain God's promises. Stop sitting at tables that drain your light. Sit where heaven invites you. Stop waiting for signs. This is the sign. The angels say, "Rise, chosen one. Rise now." Heaven is waiting for your yes. Lift your hands right where you are. Speak this out loud. God, I choose your table. I choose your word. I choose purity, faith, obedience, and love. I release everything that doesn't serve my purpose. I receive my divine meal. Feel that? That warmth in your spirit? That's heaven responding. That's your confirmation that the invitation still stands. Chosen one, your meal of destiny is being served. Heaven is ready. The angels are watching. The king is waiting. Don't let this moment pass. Don't let your seat grow cold. Come now, your table is ready. Your time is now, and your soul knows the truth. This is your call. This is your sign. This is your moment. Choose heaven's table, because only these are allowed.